I first of all want to thank everyone, but not for the obvious reasons, for having the workshop and everything, but for showing me there's a new perspective of everything. Everything can be done in a million ways. Nothing is totally right and nothing is totally wrong. And that I need to do a lot of homework regarding breathing and understanding the different experience that happened in a different country, because I focused on the one was closest to my ideology. I focused on Spain. And I need to understand what's going on, especially if we're going to go through the Islamic country or something. And again, what impressed me regarding the whole thing, that I met with women who have been doing this their entire life and they're not sick of it yet. And as Sally used to say, and I shouldn't have any excuse not to work and not to do things differently, and just stop complaining about the way things done, which I don't like, and start doing my thing, even if it's different. So
It is really wonderful workshop. I can say we are celebrating our differences, and this workshop open our mind to rethink about reorganize ourselves to be more powerful.
I'm thinking right now that I'm as someone in 20 years old, and I'm that desperate and seeing that the world is fucked up and all of this. And that you guys here are just wonderful, just to prove that the struggle is going on and that I don't have any excuse to be like this while I'm 20 years old.
First, I would like to thank the organizers, Dua and Dina, for this great effort which you do it with this organizing this workshop. Really, I found the experience of others is very useful to me, and really it built my capacity. And I hope to get more workshop like this. And also, I would like to thank the trainers, which is really get a lot of effort to make this workshop successful. So thanks a lot for this.
I think this has been a very great training session. No matter which backgrounds we came from and what experiences we brought with ourselves, I think we learned quite a lot from each other, from the debates and from the topics that was covered in this training session, and the presenters and the people who were involved in structuring it. I think in many levels it was very satisfactory for me. In some sessions maybe I felt that it was, I already know that, but I think in the discussions so many points were coming out that actually were very useful for me, and that I learned quite a lot from it. And thank you for organizing it.
Sorry.
هي طبعا الورك شوب عملت ليا كتير جدا، انه فتحت ليا مواضيع كتيره جدا 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 جدا. في حاجات ما كنتش اعرفها كتير، وفي الامثله ضرب الامثله بالدول المختلفه مهم جدا. يعني exchanging experience يعني بيننا وبين الدول الثانيه، سواء فيها حصل ثورات او كان في مثلا حاجات فيها violence against women، او كان في حاجات كتيره جدا كانت بالنسبه لي مفيده جدا جدا. هو طبعا زي بالظبط ما دعاء قالت انه في حاجات اتفتحت، واحنا we have to ان احنا نقرا اكتر، نعرف اكتر، لان دايما بيبقى في حاجات خبايا، او في دايما حاجات تحت الترابيزه يعني ما نقدرش نشوفها غير لما نتثقف اكتر ونعرف كويس جدا. يعني ف يعني it was amazing for me, and thank you so much about everything, about the presentations, about the effort that appear on your work. So, I thank you so much, and I'm trying to, inshallah, next period of time to be more aware about everything about women's rights, and to do it on the ground, and to apply it, to work with it. So thank you so much.
If I learned anything in this workshop, it will be that now I know that I'm not alone, the organization here are not alone, that we have a big NGO that was established long ago that will back us off any time need. And that's the most important thing.
I'm not gonna lie, we like the pyramids, but to be able to do that and be able to be in a room full of all these women have been really inspiring and it's amazing. And that I think to say that women's issues, no matter where you are, is still the same, and you know it's similar in Singapore and similar in other countries as well. It's really great to see that everybody is very young and that we are willing to do this and we have to start. I'm not saying start, we are already starting to claim the journey as our own as well. So hopefully there'll be even better things in times to come.
Yeah, this whole field of feminism and activism from that perspective is new to me. I work at a women's NGO, but it was more from a development perspective. So to be introduced to this other part of this world, that was a huge additional value to me personally and to my work back at the association when I go back tomorrow. So I want to thank you for this particular input. Secondly, I was telling Gina yesterday, the variety of topics you decided to collect and to discuss and to inform us on, that was extremely generous, and it gave us a very comprehensive understanding of the entire field in just 7 days, and it could have lasted for 3 weeks, or for a year maybe. So thank you for this generosity in giving us all this information, all the work that you've done to prepare for it, really. You can tell the effort done behind this 1 week conference. And I've been taking so many notes. I know there's a lot to reflect back in the association and a lot of work that we'll be doing at ASU it's going to help us with our work on the ground as well as focusing that as well. So thank you so much, Dina.
Okay. Well, this workshop has been really useful for me. So when it comes to the informative academic way training level, concepts such as advocacy, leadership, mobilization, instrumentalization, strategizing were perfectly crystallized and perfectly linked in a real practical way to the real life and to the idea of the journey towards the change, that journey of the step-by-step change towards the moment we all dream of, that moment of the real participation and the process of policy making and of making our own destiny. So in the personal level, I was allowed to hear the voice from within, what I call the voice from within, because people and the suffering of people, the pain of people, I only get to know it through media, which is not really objective or but when I hear from Syria, Sudan, Singapore, now I get to know what it really means, the suffering of women in their ambition.
أنا مبسوطة كثير إني شاركت بهاي الفعالية أو بهاي ورشة العمل، أكيد ضافت لي كثير. الجانب اللي ضافت لي عليه بالنسبة لي هو موضوع القيادة النسوية أو شيء له علاقة بتنمية المهارات اللي له علاقة بالقيادة، كيف إنه أنت تكوني women's leadership ناجح أو leaders، أوكي. الشيء الثاني اللي أنا كنت حابة إنه يمكن إحنا المجال أكثر موضوع النقاش لما كان عم نحكي على المساواة بالإسلام. اوكي، انه كان حدا عم بيقول انه الاسلام هو بيعزز المساواة وحدا ثاني عم بيقول انه الاسلام ما بيعزز المساواة. هذا النقاش هو كثير شيء مهم. هذا اللي انا كان لازم نحن نوسع الدائرة له. الشغلة الثانية انه انا حسيت كان في كثافة في المعلومات في اخر يومين. كنت بتمنى انه هي تكون من الاول، لانه نحن كثير كثفنا الانفورميشن اللي اخذناهم اخر شيء على عكس اللي بالاول. وشكرا للكل. تعرفت على شغلات جديدة بالسودان أبداً ما كنت أعرفها. كثير مبسوطة إنه لسه هلأ بدي أرجع أقرأ كمان أكثر عن موضوع السودان.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I just want to thank you so much for this amazing workshop. It has been inspiring actually to find these women, the struggle, what they have been through for all the years, even for the young ones. Talking about solidarity, talking about how women in every country, Syria, Sudan, Singapore, Egypt even, have participated and have actually had a role in the politics going on now, and saying that women, for whoever's saying women are weak or they don't make policies, actually this workshop proven that this is not actually correct. Women have empowered themselves, even the society, to reach a certain level of awareness, level of what you can say, power amongst them. So thank you so much for this.
Okay, I don't know how to start, but I really enjoyed the workshop. Thank you, ladies, for coming here. But I just would like to thank, I'll make a double thank you. Thanks for the trainers, and thanks for the participants, because it's a great time to have networking, knowing new things, and knowing that we one day we will do it. One day we will.